Hello everyone, this is Neha Sharma, your English language teacher. Today in this video, we are going to start our literature section and we have to use VIII English Series 8. This is the course book for our English, right? In class 7th also we used this book and that time the series was 7 for your 7th class. Right now you have been in class 8, so you have to use series number 8. VIII English course book series number 8. So dear students, as we are going to start unit number 1 of this book, that unit number 1 of this book is care and concern. This is the first unit of your textbook VIII English. This unit number 1, care and concern, is having 2 sections. Almost every unit, we have 10 units in all in this book, and in all units there is one story and one poem. So first unit, care and concern, is having a story, Being Neighbourly, and the poem Mending Walls. This Being Neighbourly is written by Louisa May Alcott, who is an American novelist, and Mending Wall, a very beautiful poem. This is written by Robert Frost. So both of the sections of care and concern will teach us that it is very important to be friendly and helpful to the people who are living in our surrounding. So dear students, as we have to start today Being Neighbourly, which is written by Louisa May Alcott. Actually, this is one of the extract taken from one of the book. This has been adapted from Little Woman, a novel which was written by Louisa May Alcott. And when we talk about this Being Neighbourly story, so let's talk about that story. The background of the story is actually when we talk about the main character, which is called protagonist. What is the word? Protagonist, for the main character who is having leading role in something, in a movie, in a drama. So that is called protagonist. So protagonist of the story is Josephine March, whose nickname is Joe. Complete name is Josephine March. Please note it down somewhere. It is not given in your book. Josephine March. Josephine, Josephine March, right? So here in this story we will talk about 2 families. One is March family and the second one is Lawrence family. March family is having mother of she is having 4 daughters: Meg March, Jo March, Beth March and Amy March. So Meg March is the oldest sister. Second one is Jo, and the third of the March girl is Beth March, and the youngest of the March girl is Amy March. And in this story there is something we will read about Aunt March also, one of the relative of the March girls. And second is, when we talk about the second family, Lawrence family, there we will come to know about the 2 characters, Laurie Lawrence and his grandfather. Okay, so let's start the story Being Neighbourly today. For that you have to open your book, and that is given on page number, it is page number 11 of your textbook. So page number 11 you have to open. Please keep pencil in your hand so that whenever I will tell you the meanings of some of the words, you have to note them there on the book itself. Okay, so please make notes. Whatever you are not getting, you can ask me in your live class. But I think the story is very interesting and you will enjoy it, hopefully. So please open page number 11 of your textbook VIII English. Dear students, this is Care and Concern, unit number 1. Being Neighbourly, as I told you, is the first chapter of the story, and this is the listening activity given to you, which we will do afterwards. But before starting the story, let's say the words right. And here we will come to know about the syllables, the words with 4 and 5 syllables, right? So the words we speak can be divided into syllables. And what is syllable? Let's know. A syllable is a unit of sound with at least one vowel sound. A word can be formed by only one syllable or multiple syllables, right? See this word identical. The word identical is having 4 syllables, right? Identical is having 4 syllables. When we see this word identical, it's identical, and you will notice that all these 4 syllables, I, right, this is having a sound, den, this is having a vowel sound, t, this is also having a vowel sound, and kal, this is also having a vowel sound. So this word identical is divided into 4 syllables, right? When we talk about irregular, so how do we pronounce the word? What is the diction of the word? Let's see. It is irregular. So this is divided into 5 syllables, that is irregular, right? And all these divisions are having one vowel sounds. So these words are divided into 4 and 5 syllables. So what you will do today, you will just make list of 10 words at least which is having 4 and 5 syllables, okay? And then you will send the screenshot, you will take the picture of that, whatever your work done will be, and then you will send that to me, right? So let's talk about the story being neighborly. See, one more example is given on this page number 9, multiplication. So this multiplication is having 5 syllables, multiplication, right? So this multiplication, right? And generosity, generosity, right? So this is, these two, both of these words, multiplication and generosity, are 5 syllable words, and each syllable has a vowel sound. Now a list is given here to you. The word in the box have 4 and 5 syllables. Categorize them in the table below. Ability, university, electrician, February, alligator, personality, abominable, and acceleration, right? So these words you have to categorize. This page number 9, this is given on page number 9 of your book, so that you have to do, right? This is your homework for today. Now let's see what is the next one. This is adverbs and all that. This we will do afterward when we will do grammar. Now pre-reading of this story is what? As I told you, this chapter is about being neighborly, where we will learn that how to be a good neighbor. So here, my good neighbor recipe, that what are the things are required to be a good neighbor, right? So here in this picture you can see 2 houses, means a neighborhood is being shown here, and they are telling us that what are the ingredients, what are required to be a good neighbor. A dollop of happiness, a sprinkling of kindness, a handful of understanding, 4 scoops of sharing, lots of smiles, a pinch of good listenings, 2 liters of cheerful. So these are the things which are required, these are the ingredients which are required to be good neighbors, right? And what is the method? You have to mix them all, and then you will be a good neighbor. If you are having some more ingredients in your mind, so you can write down that also, and you have to add these ingredients here, okay, so that your recipe will be the better one, right? Now let's open page number 11 of your book, where you will start reading this chapter, being neighborly. Clear? So when we talk about this being neighborly, let's see, what in the world are you going to do now, Joe? As I told you, Joe is the main character of the story. So who is talking to her? Let's see. What in the world are you going to do now, Joe? Asked Meg one snowy afternoon as her sister came tramping through the hall in rubber boots, old sack and hood, with a broom in one hand and a shovel in the other. Right? So what is this? Meg, who is one of the sister, like we will say the oldest sister we have read, I've told you in the introduction. The oldest sister is Meg. Now she's talking, she's asking to Joe when she noticed that her sister is tramping. What is the meaning of this word tramping? Tramping means walking with heavy steps, right? So through the hall in rubber boots, old sack. What is the meaning of this old sack? Sack is what? It's a bag type of something, right? We used to put some things in that, like wheat, rice. So that is called sack. It's a bag. And hood. Hood is a cap or scarf she is using here, with a broom in one hand and a shovel in other. Right? So shovel is the instrument. I'll show you the picture of shovel. This instrument is shovel which Joe is carrying, right? Have you seen this instrument? So this is shovel, right? And when we talked about hood, so this scarf what she is using, that is what? Hood here, right? This one is hood. So let's come to this. So she was carrying all these things, and she was going up, outside in the afternoon, snowy afternoon it was. Going out for exercise, answered Joe with a mischievous twinkle in her eyes. So when her sister Meg asked her that where are you going in the afternoon, so she said that I am going outside to do the exercise. Now what exercise she can do outside with these all things, equipments which she is carrying? So let's see what she is doing. Joe began out and began to dig path with great energy. The snow was light, and with her broom. What is this broom? Broom is an instrument which is used to clean the room. So like this broom, you must have seen she is carrying broom here. So this is what? Broom. Now she had soon done with sweeping a path all round the garden. Now the garden separated the two houses, right? As that is what? She started cleaning the snow. She swept that, she cleaned that garden where there was snow, and the gardens were separated now because two boundaries were there. Actually, two boundaries of two houses were there. A low hedge, this word hedge is what? Hedge is something fencing, right? So parted the two estates, the Marts and the Lawrences. On one side was an old brown house looking rather bare and shabby, robbed of vines that in summer covered its walls and the flowers which then surrounded it. On the other side was a stately stone mansion, plainly betokening every sort of comfort and luxuries, from the big coach house and well-kept grounds to the conservatory and the glimpses of lovely things one caught between the rich curtains. So here the description of two houses is being given, that one house is of the Marches and the second was of Lawrences, right? As I've told you in the starting that we will talk about two families here. So one house was not very good in condition, that was shabby, robbed with vines and all that, and the second one was a richly decorated, adorned mansion, that was a big house, and that was betokening. This word betokening means what? Betokening is what? Betokening means being an indication or the sign of something, right? So that is betokening. every sort of comfort and luxury. Means one can see that the house which was of Lawrence's, actually that was very nice house, and that may have all the comforts and all the luxuries of the life which one required. From the big coach house and well kept grounds to the conservatory. This word conservatory is what? Conservatory is a place attached with a house made of sun roofs and walls, used to use as a sun lodge. Means what? It is a part of the house where you can enjoy sun, right, where you can do sun bathing, and glimpses of lovely things one caught between the rich curtains. So if sometimes the curtains of that house were opened, so one could see easily that this house is very luxurious. Means this Lawrence's family is very rich family, and the second one, the Marches were not very well to do. So let's see what is ahead. Yet it seemed a lonely, lifeless sort of the house. I'm here on this page number 11. Yet it seemed a lonely, lifeless sort of house, for no children frolicked on the lawn. No motherly face ever smiled at the windows, and a few people went in and out, except the old gentleman and his grandson. So in this earlier So she asked the boy, "How do you do? Are you sick?" When she saw the boy, Laurie, so she said, "How do you do? Are you sick?" This is on page number 12. Please open page number 12 now. "How do you do? Are you sick?" Laurie opened the window and croaked out his hoarsely as a raven. Raven means what? Raven is a crow, actually, right? And croaked means here, that's a he didn't speak in the voice of crow, but he softly and slowly spoke, "Better, thank you. I have had a bad cold and been shut up a week." So he answered that he got cold, and that's why he had been shut up in the house itself. "I'm sorry. What to amuse yourself with?" "Nothing. It's dull as tombs up here." "Don't you read?" So when "I'm sorry, what do you amuse yourself with?" So when he said that I got a bad cold, and that's why I had been kept here in the house. So he said that the girl said that, "I'm sorry for you, and what do you amuse yourself with?" So she asked him, "What do you do to amuse yourself? How do you what are the things you like to do to make yourself happy?" So he said, "Nothing. It's dull as tombs up here." Tombs means what? These are the grooves. These are the, you can say the कब्रें, जिसको हिंदी में हम कहते हैं. So कब्रें, tombs, graves, you may say that. "Nothing. It's dull as tombs up here. Don't you read?" So she said, Joe said, "Don't you read? Don't you study? Don't you have books?" "Not much. They won't let me." "They who?" "The elder ones who are living in his house." "Have someone come and see you then?" "No. Will you come, please?" cried Laurie. "I will come if my mother will let me. I will go and ask her." So actually, as we have read that this boy Laurie required a company to amuse himself, as he has been locked in his house. So he wants a company. So that's why he is demanding this girl Joe that can you please come to my house? Could you please come to my house? So she said, "Okay, I will surely come if my mother will let me." So she went to get the permission from her mother. "I will go and ask her." Now I think this is enough for today, and in next part of video we will continue with this story from the page number 12 itself, and we will see that whether the mother of Joe give her permission to go to Lawrence estate or not, and what she will do afterwards to make this boy Laurie happy. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and please do the activity given on page number 9. Thank you.